That's better. Oh, what a week. Make sure everything's all good. It's Halloween, everything's spooky. Oh, I'll put that video a little much later. Yeah, good morning, Felicia. Just want to wait for more people to come in because there's something that's got to be talked about from, and happy Halloween here stuff as well. There's some stuff that's got to be talked about that I mentioned in Chase's stream last night. And I figure once we get some more people coming in the chat, I'll be able to openly talk about this because there's serious stuff that's got to be talked about regarding all that because I think this is showing why YouTube is not as fun as it used to be. So, might open up a can of worms of sorts. Let me tweet out this video link. Thank goodness for my fast typing ability, because then I can get that message right out of the way. Anyway, hopefully everybody's enjoying their day so far. Hope everybody's going to be enjoying their Halloween, depending on what they're going to be dressed as. Hopefully nobody is running around outside dressed as a nudist and trying to scare everybody in sight just so that they keep the candy for themselves. Yo, Jason! Yeah, once we get some more people coming around, I'm going to talk about the subject matter about what's been going on with the channel over the last week because stuff's been going down within the last week, especially lately compared to like the last 3 months. That shows that YouTube system, at least from what I've seen, has been seriously getting abused. And I'll also make it a comparison compared to my other 3 channels because I've seen a lot of things going on this year alone in terms of my channels, everything that's really, it shows how messed up this website has gotten to the point where it's not fun anymore in reality. Now I'm even looking at the freaking, just realizing the default thumbnail before playing the freaking live stream is just my channel banner for Attitude Pop, Brother Destruction, myself, Riot, and Tyler Dasher Diddins from back of the day. I gotta get that damn thing changed up at some point. But at least now I know I can screen share when the time comes because almost burned there. Because now I figured out how YouTube or why Google Chrome was freaking crashing when you try screen sharing because apparently there's some kind of thing in your task manager that makes it crash. So now I can stop Chrome from doing this shit on me. In fact, I might as well at least get the screen shared. Trying to get this prepared. All right, I'll have it. There we go. Because this relates to everything that's been going on lately. I don't get why StreamYard is showing me some kind of signal. Shit. Connection is unstable. Unstable these nuts, freaking StreamYard. But anyway, I guess I might as well at least get started in case people want to catch up. Over the last 3 months on this channel, there have been, as you can see on the screen right there, there have been a noticeable amount of privacy complaints filed on videos on this channel. One from just last year, and 13 more just within the last 3 months. 7 of these just happening since the 26th. So 7 in just less than a week. And of course, the videos that get hit kind of vary. So it shows that something's going on to where YouTube's system is being abused and all this, because something I wish YouTube would at least do is, like, if somebody files a privacy complaint, other than saying the time code, at least say from the person's like appeal saying what exactly they're saying is a privacy violation. So that way we can see like what we're really getting hit for. But unfortunately, the emails don't say that. Instead, it's just saying, oh, we got tagged for a community or a privacy violation at this time code. But it's like, well, what exactly was the problem? But YouTube won't say, so it's like it leaves everybody in the dark. And of course, freaking YouTube telling me, oh, you're live now. I get it, YouTube. I get it. But anyway, I'm looking through these emails and things are not adding up because of the way the system is getting. So I'll just show the ones from this year. And I just realized, even on YouTube's email, the first one here says, Dear Little ZTV. And then from here on, it's just like, hi. What, I'm not a dear anymore to you, YouTube? Anyway, I'm going to show emails. I'm not going to bring up the videos, like display them here on stream. I'll just show what the time codes are like for the videos and everything saying this. So if y'all were around back in July, you may remember I did a video or a live stream with a few people that said YouTube is pushing my buttons in regards to when my gaming channel's content was getting hit with false community guideline takedowns. It was like the self-harm violation. I'm sure some people remember that. Well, on July 31st, the stream got hit with a privacy violation. Let's see, August 20th, the video about a certain guy who's now calling himself an Alabama Viper for some reason dropped the N-word on one of my streams. Let's see, a week later, the video on him gets hit, as well as September 4th, gets hit again. And I know some of these were hit by Brian himself because he has admitted it. Let's see, once again, also on September the 4th, that internet stalker video got hit. But then, that same day, the video that I made, like, re-uploaded one of my rants from my live streams, talking about Mark Scan enforcement hitting everybody, that re-uploaded that rant gets hit for violation of privacy, which does not make sense. But now we get to the big meat and potatoes for what's been going on this week. Let's see, October 26th, so just this past Tuesday. Yo, what up, Ulysses? This past Tuesday, for the second time now, the YouTube is pushing my buttons live stream got hit again. And I checked this time code. It was, at that point, I believe it was myself, Chase, and I think Fernando. We were just talking about my Bible Adventure video on the gaming channel getting hit with self-harm violation. Like, no personal information was divulged at 39 minutes, 21 seconds, so that's rather odd. Same day, one of my scam call videos. Hang on. Sleep after last time? Yeah. That's why I suddenly dropped out of the stream after, like, about almost an hour before that stream ended. Because, like, I just got tired and everything. But anyway, you see right here, one of them is one of my scam call answering videos where they do that whole shtick saying, oh, your, like, Microsoft account has been compromised, and same with your IP address, and you got to contact support. So it's like, so that video for some reason gets hit. And I remember Tubby Emu messaged me on Twitter thinking that could have been from from probably whoever called, like saying like, oh, like you violate somebody's privacy by recording the call. Not exactly certain, but that's speculation. And then the other one, just from the 28th, the video on Keemstar 2.0 got hit. This right here was the 4th time overall since I made this video that I got hit with a privacy complaint. Twice on the original Lito ZTV channel and twice on this channel. But that's not going to be the last time you see this video on there. Because now we got to go through the 4 videos just from last night. Right before 9 p.m., for some reason, the video on the wrestling Snorlax, aka Dick Cheese, got hit. I'm not sure what's going on there. 10 minutes later, now for the 3rd time on this channel and 5th time overall, that video gets hit. And again, it's different random time codes. Let's see. Just a few minutes after that, for the 3rd time now. You just push my buttons. Yo, what's up, Raven? Yeah, I'll catch up to speed in just a moment after I finish this part. But now for the 3rd time that's hit. And now the most recent one, just after 9 o'clock. For some reason, one of my episodes from my podcast gets hit. So this is honestly very unsettling because none of this stuff violates any privacy things, because you see here 14 privacy complaints since I made this channel, 13 just since July 31st. These top 7 just within the last week, and 4 of them just since last night. So it shows that something is going on to where somebody's trying to get me taken down, which is rather a petty thing. Because, like, the thing is, with YouTube, they say on their own Google forums, in fact, you can also look it up if you try to look up these forums yourself. With YouTube's forums, they say if you file a false privacy complaint, they could take down your channel for it. But of course, as you see, 13 claims, and thankfully from this year, and thankfully none of them have gone through, but yet nothing has been done to whoever has been doing this. Like I said, some videos have been hit more than once. The video on the Keemstar 2.0 guy, it's been hit 5 times overall, 3 times on this channel now. For some reason, the video on Otaku got hit, and 3 times on the YouTube is Push My Buns video, and then other ones I know were hit because of Brian, because, again, he admitted it. But now, there was something that I saw. In fact, let me grab a screenshot a second, because I know that I sent it to a few people from something that I saw in the live chat from last night's Too Sweet Wrestling podcast. Because it can raise some speculation as to what may be happening. Let me save it because I took a picture on my phone and save it on my PC. And I'll bring it up on screen so people can see what's going on, because we can speculate, which is what I'm trying to do at the moment to see what's going on. Yeah, so if anybody was on the Too Sweet Wrestling podcast chat last night, at least in the early times, I'm not sure if this was visible to everybody, but I saw this in the live chat for that podcast, saying privacy complaint issued from the legal offices of the brash one. We know who that's referencing to. And then these privacy complaints started coming in within the course of an hour. So there's strong speculation as to what's going on, but we don't have anything definitive right now as what's happening. Because like I said, that comment was left about 8 o'clock, and within an hour, the first claims start going in. But again, it's like, the thing is, with the YouTube system, they say if you file false privacy complaints, you could lose your account. And there are videos where it's clearly a mob / like kind of a mass mentality. They're saying try to go for as many as possible, even with videos that are technically not violating a specific person's privacy. Because I doubt it would be Wrestling Otaku doing this, because how does a video on him, video on Keemstar 2.0, one of my live streams talk about the community guidelines nonsense, and one of my episodes of my podcast violate one person's privacy. Like, nobody's privacy is being violated in those 4 videos at all. Something's going on. And like, I know something's weird with at least YouTube this year, because all 4 of my channels this year have been affected in some way. Because in this channel, I've had either 1 or 2 videos get hit with the false community guidelines issue, but mostly privacy complaints throughout this year, as you see on the screen. WWE minor, just videos getting blocked worldwide, but there's nothing I can do about that. The gaming channel got hit with privacy violation, or not privacy, community guideline violations for that whole self-harm policy crap. And then the variety channel, Zuniga's Man, that channel's been getting hit with age restrictions left and right. So, I'll take the screen off there. It shows that something's going on this year within YouTube to show that their system is really getting messed up. And I don't want to hear YouTube's nonsense with this whole thing about saying that, oh, we're short staffed or anything, because they've been saying that for a year and a half. And I know it's absolutely nonsense because of what happened with ZWE and my other two channels last year. It's massive. Yeah, like that's the problem with YouTube and everything. Is like there's so many issues on there that there's a great chance that it's just going to drive everybody away, because nobody feels safe being on the platform at this point, seeing how there's so many ways that people can lose everything because YouTube's system easily gets abused. We have evidence of that left and right. But like, I don't want to hear YouTube, like I was just about to say, I don't want to hear YouTube's nonsense saying that, oh, we're short-staffed and everything, and that's affecting stuff, because it's like, when they took down my original DWZ TV and my gaming channels last year, they took it down less than 24 hours after I lost the original ZWE channel. So they made a faster decision to take my channels down than they do for reviewing channels for monetization. So I don't buy their sudden excuse saying, oh, like things are slow on our end due to like stuff involving short staff because of this whole pandemic. Like, I don't buy that anymore. There's absolutely no way that's a thing right now. And we know this for a fact as well, because if you could go on freaking Twitter for Team YouTube and there's proof that it's just an automated system. You tried contacting them, it's absolutely pointless. I've seen this myself as well. Like when I had ZWE, the original one, and it got taken down for about a year and a half, and I think lately, the emails finally stopped. Like when that shit finally stopped, they were constantly emailing me this shit saying like, oh, your channel's been taken down, your channel's gone. And I messaged Team YouTube. I'm like, is there any way to stop this? And Team YouTube told me, just go ahead and block the YouTube email address, which is bad for two reasons. One, I've got a video on Zuniga's Man that shows blocking emails in Gmail is absolutely pointless because they just take the emails from your inbox. It's from the person you blocked the email from and just puts them in your junk folder. So it doesn't stop the emails altogether. And two, Team YouTube told me outright to just block YouTube's email address. But again, like, that doesn't do anything. But the issue, though, like, I can understand, like, their system for community guideline stuff. Like, I've shown this before. Like, with my gaming channel, there was one Twitch live stream re-upload that I did for Grand Theft Auto 5, and the stream was taken down the minute it went public. Because they tried to say it was like spam, scam, deceptive practices, even though I had the video on scheduled upload for at least a month. So, like, community guidelines, that's understandable. But the reason I don't believe that it's the YouTube bots doing it for privacy complaints is because when a privacy complaint is being filed, there's a time code for it, and somebody has to file saying what information is being violated, what privacy is being violated. So a person has to manually put that in with their own information saying how their privacy is being violated. Like community guidelines, that stuff happens out of nowhere. So community guidelines, I know for a fact, can just happen out of nowhere from YouTube's automated system. Like I said, I've seen it from an old Twitch live stream that I got reinstated on my gaming channel. But privacy violations, I personally believe that's not a bot system. Somebody has to be manually doing this. Like I know Brian did it like 3 times in one night, because as he said on your stream before, Chase, he outright admitted it, that he's had incidents where he's filed privacy complaints against my videos. So it's like, I don't know where this sudden influx is going on, because I know myself, Chase, and a fan of YouTube have all been recently getting affected by it. Although I think I've been getting affected a bit more, because I know a fan of YouTube's only had like 2 videos hit recently. And I know Chase has said he's had like a handful hit just recently, which is why he was privating content on his channel for his own safety. And I've had 7 this week and like 13 overall just within the last 3 months. So it shows that something's clearly going on to where YouTube system is being abused. Like there's honestly no way around it. But again, YouTube, I don't know if YouTube's going to do anything about the abuse because they've shown they're not doing anything if these claims can still be made. And like they're just not doing anything against the account, despite the fact that their forums and their support system says if you abuse the system, you can lose your channel. Fact. I guess might as well show the screen because I will show this evidence. I know I showed it on stream last night. In fact, if you go here, you can go on Google or Bing to search up YouTube privacy complaint, and it will lead you to this YouTube help form. You go here, you click request to have content removed, process, like, and all that stuff, saying if you're in physical danger, da da da. So you click continue, and YouTube's rules become more apparent because of what they say. So it says process 2 of 6. So it's almost like a reassurance thing. 1 second. Not to be rude, YouTube primary source of income. Honestly, I'm not earning any like income whatsoever because ever since YouTube had their adpocalypse, they started changing the system on this website to where you have to meet qualifications to earn monetization. Because within a 12-month period, you have to have at least 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 plus hours of watch time just to get reviewed for monetization. So like I got 4 channels and I'm not earning any ad revenue whatsoever because 3 of my 4 channels do not make the requirements. And the 1 channel that does, I cannot make money off of it at all. That one being WZWE because that channel is full of copyrighted material. So I'm not earning a dime off this website even after all this time. Like 2 of my 3 channels that got taken down last year were actually monetized. My original WZTV and my gaming channels. So right now I'm not earning a dime off this website, yet my channels are still being targeted regardless. But anyway, to quickly get back on track to what I was saying, right here even says, are you being harassed? So they ask you these different points to make sure you want to file a privacy complaint saying step 2 of 6, are you being harassed? If click saying still wish to file one, contact the uploader. Continue. Flag the video, whether or not you've reviewed community guidelines. And then step 5, it says right here, abusing the privacy process may result in account suspension. If you're using this contact form to harass other people on the site or to create false privacy reports, your YouTube channel or your YouTube account may be suspended. And it says right here, pretty much that acknowledgement statement saying, I understand that I may lose my account if I submit a false privacy claim. This is just I don't know what step 6 does because I don't recall ever filing a privacy complaint myself. I'd have to check back my emails. But right here, as you see step 5, there's an acknowledgement and warning saying, if you file false privacy complaints, you can lose your account. But clearly, YouTube has not been doing anything about this due to the fact, like I said, 13 claims have been hit on my channel this year alone, especially within the last 3 months altogether. And absolutely nothing's been done against whoever's been doing this. So it shows that it's a system abuse and YouTube's not even following their own rules regarding their stance on this matter, despite the fact that it says in their form saying what can be done about this. Yo, what up, Forever Slime? Happy Halloween to you too, dude. So like stuff like this is honestly making YouTube less and less fun as time goes on because with the problem with YouTube now is like, and I know this has been a problem for a while, but this is one that I at least see myself now. It's like nowadays, it's hard to be focused on content because you have to focus on making sure everything's safe on your channel because you could get taken down just for pretty much anything at any time. So you have to keep worrying, making sure that you don't do or say anything that violates any guidelines to risk your channel being taken down. But yeah, it could still be done. So you can't focus on making content if you got other things preoccupying yourself, making sure that everything's safe on your channel. So it shows that something's just not adding up as to what's going on this year. So it's like something, I honestly don't know what to think. That like the last 3 months, and especially the last week, like I said, 7 claims in a week is a little overboard. And like I said, it would help with YouTube if they said when somebody's filing a privacy complaint and you get an email notification saying what exactly the person said is violating their privacy. Like let's say you're filming out in public, like let's say you're out on the street and somebody didn't like the fact that they were on camera, even though they like without their permission. If they file a privacy complaint, it should say what exactly said there so that you know what to do. Like maybe blur out the person's face or just take out a small clip. But since YouTube does not give you a copy of what exactly the person is filing a privacy complaint for, that makes it harder on the YouTuber because they don't know what to do. They don't know what's going on. Dropping the supposed harasser. Well, that clearly has not happened yet. Like I said, there are 2 people I can easily suspect who has done this. One of them has not been around lately, although I hear somebody is coming back as of next month. Somebody I've had back and forth stuff going on with throughout the year. And the other person can still be traced back possibly to the comment that I saw in the Too Sweet Wrestling podcast just last night in the chat. And why is his face still going off? Oh, it's Peter. So even the comment just from last night kind of raises an eyebrows to what may be going on, because I don't know if anybody from the Too Sweet Wrestling podcast or anybody else got hit last night or anything since then. Like, I don't know if JC or Jordan or Chase got hit since then, but the 4 claims last night show that, and especially within rapid succession, show that somebody's on a mission. Like, it does not surprise me at this point. So, like, honestly, this stuff like this is why YouTube is becoming less fun, because you can't even enjoy yourself making content or anything because somebody's trying so hard, but they got some kind of vendetta against you to stop you just from doing what you want, even if you're not doing anything to anybody. Like, even look at my channel, like, how many times have I done an overall video doing, like, anything drama-esque? I can think of maybe, in terms of videos dedicated to it, I've got, like, 3. And all 3 of those, not surprisingly, have gotten hit with privacy complaints, because apparently it's okay for some people to do videos on others, but it's not okay for the other way around, because we know how hypocritical some users can be. So it's like other people can do videos on others, but if I do it, there's an issue there. So it shows that some people kind of have their logic a little twisted there. Yo, what up, Fernando? And happy Halloween to you too, dude. Yo, fan of YouTube. So it shows that it's like, it's hard to really fathom what's really going on, because this stuff is just becoming nonsense. Like, I've been on YouTube now for 11 years, and I've never had these issues until just this year. And in fact, I want to give a bit of a spoiler, as long as everything's safe. I have plans to do one video on this channel soon, because I announced that on Twitter and Facebook, I went through my old netbook. I found the very first 2 YouTube videos that I ever filmed back in 2010, and I managed to recover them thanks to some software. So eventually I will be doing like a commentary/reaction video, kind of like how I did with the Top 100 Songs video that I did a few months back. I'm going to do that, reacting to my first ever YouTube videos at some point, as long as things are still safe. Otherwise, I might have to back up the content maybe over to the Zunagas Man channel, but I at least have a plan of what I could do going for the future. But some of these claims, like I said, are just nonsensical. Like, how does my podcast episode talk about the fact that the women's division in women's tag division WWE nowadays absolutely sucks? How's that like a privacy violation? This website sucks. Well, again, like, I'll get to that in just a second. Yo, happy Halloween to you too, Jack. But it's like, here, let me highlight this one. Like, I don't think it really matters the sub count. Like, no matter what, there will be times where people are going to go after other people no matter their sub counts. But the issue is, like, if people, and I've seen this myself because I've seen videos talking about this and I've seen other video clips showing this, it's like there's a back and forth issue on YouTube where it's like, if you call somebody out and they like in return like respond, chances are the person who started the drama then tries to play the victim card, be like, oh, this person's punching me down, how dare they target me. It's like, if you're making a drama video, you're pretty much opening yourself up to a response and criticism because of what you say. Nobody is immune to getting a response. If you instigate something, like, and start drama with somebody, like calling them out or something, like in a video dedicated to them, the other person has the right to respond back. You have absolutely no right to instigate something and then play the victim card afterwards, because you see it all the time with other channels. Like, small person calls out a giant channel, then when the person responds back, oh, they're punching me down, how dare they? Like, it's like it's a one-way street. Like, it's okay for some people to do something, but it's not all right for anybody else. A few minutes. Oh, sure. Here, I'll put the link in the chat if anybody would like to come along and come join with the StreamYard chat. You're more than welcome to. One rule: please behave yourself. I know it's kind of weird for me to say of all people, but it's like, it just shows how ass backwards the website is, because for some reason it's okay for some people to do things, but it's not okay for others. Like, some people the rules apply to and some don't, like in terms of what content they can do, who can make a video response, what isn't is not counted as harassment, etc., etc. It's like, it just shows how broken this website has become due to the fact that their rules are not enforced for everybody. Some people the rules apply to and some don't. It's getting a little iffy. It's like, I don't know. YouTube really has to fix the rules with stuff, because it's like, why is it okay for some people to do things, but it's not okay for others? And like, even with the rules, how are some people allowed to abuse the system and get away with it, but others can't? Or if somebody abuses the system, they just flat out get away with it, despite the fact that YouTube's rules say if you abuse this, you can get in trouble. But they don't, of course, don't enforce the rules. It's been proven. Yeah. Note to self: never drink Coca-Cola with melted ice in there. It really tastes watered down. I don't get why this card is going off. So yeah, if anybody wants, why is Snapchat going off? No. So if anybody wants to join, the link is right there in the chat. If anybody wants to come take part in the festivities. Yeah, I don't know why Snapchat just had to go off saying, oh, alert, somebody made a post on their story and everything. I don't need an alert about that. But again, hopefully something's going to change within YouTube at some point, because YouTube keeps saying like they don't like encourage like abuse on their system, but yeah, YouTube does not take action to actually stop it themselves, you know? Yo, Raven.
Shalom there, Double Z TV. How are you doing?
Yeah, I've been better. Just long night last night and getting sleep till 2 in the morning. Man, how have you been, man?
Actually, my sleep has been weird too. I also woke up at 2 in the morning, like our clock. I guess daylight savings didn't help.
Well, I think actually daylight savings time is actually next week.
I guess that because we're in a different part of the world, it came early for us.
Oh, that might explain why I saw some people posting about it, because I checked out last night and it was saying at least here in the US that's not till like next Sunday.
Yeah, it also confused me because there was the SmartBusters stream, and I thought, okay, they started 5 at my time zone. Nope, it's 4. So I am like seeing, wait, they were live for 40 minutes? What the frig? Holy shit! I'm trying to calm it down with the curses, because I don't. After all that talk about how YouTube screwed you over, I don't want you to be taken down because I dropped an F bomb or something.
If you want to curse, go right ahead. I don't mind.
Fuck yeah. um.
Like, I got no
it
problem
seems-
saying fuck, shit, ass, titties, and all that other goddamn shit.
You have no problem saying the 7 words you are not allowed to say on TV and radio?
Well, depending on the word. I mean, I know what George Carlin said for that list.
Right.
Like, let me
Anyway.
see the list. Just to revive my free brain. Let's see. Shit, piss, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, and tits. Yeah, I got no problem saying all those words. It's proven right there.
I don't have a problem to say all these words either. So we're in good company here on the Double Z TV channel.
Yo, Jason.
Whoa.
Whoa, holy shit, you're loud.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've gotten the official mascot of Lucky Charms.
Yeah, actually, that was lovely. Yeah, cheers.
Wait, is this Jason who's General Jerry's friend?
Yeah,
Yep, Jason. Irish
Ah,
Reviews, otherwise
Jason,
formerly
we
known
met
as
before.
Crazy Irishman.
how are you keeping? How are you not? How are you two?
What?
No, I said, how are you, Raven? Is it Raven the Red? How
Yes.
are you not? I don't
Raven
think
the Red, indeed. I'm doing fine on this, afternoon in our time.
Yeah,
Yeah, like Double Z, it's like what? It's already Halloween evening, or is it in the morning? Like, the time zones are confusing to me as always.
It's still technically morning. We're approaching 11 a.m., at least where I'm at.
Oh,
but it's 3 o'clock in my area. Nearly.
alrighty then. So, since we're already here, what can we talk about to pass time and retain our viewers for this fine stream?
Yeah, the few that are here so far.
I would have talked wrestling, but I don't know if this is the time and place.
Hmm.
Well, it's like, well, you can if you want, depending, like, if the topic is, like, going to get anybody's attention. But then again, even if wrestling is dead nowadays.
Yeah, it's pretty dead, actually. My girlfriend and I actually watched NXT 2.0's Halloween Havoc. And I have to say, like, tying it back to Halloween somehow, I have to say, they have some good ideas, but they don't know how to execute it. And I see a fan of YouTube has joined us.
Hey, how's it going?
Yo, man.
I believe we're all fine. How are you, sir?
Oh, I was good till yesterday when I got those 2 privacy complaints. On top of that, I lost 2 channels on other websites last week.
I never heard about privacy complaints. What is that, like a new thing, or has it always been? Only now I'm hearing about this.
It's been an old thing. Like, YouTube's had in their system where it's like, if you feel your private information is being posted out there, like, let's say somebody's got a live stream or a video saying, like, dropping, like, your full name, address, stuff like that, you can file a claim to saying, hey, this material's got my private information on there, and then somebody gets email about it. So it's like, it's not as bad as, like, say, a community guideline strike or a YouTube copyright claim and everything, because you don't get a strike for it, but it can still affect somebody's video over it.
So why was it? Again, I came in the middle of the stream, and I'm trying to figure out why was it on either of you guys' channel. You were talking probably wrestling or some other non-serious bullshit. So why was it there?
Well, that's what we've been trying to figure out, because, like, I showed the email saying it's all, like, a bunch of random content. Like, just last night alone, I got, like, 4 within the course of an hour, because 2 of them were response videos, one to a certain CM Punk's #1 fanboy, one to the wrestling Snorlax, aka Wrestling Otaku.
He calls himself the wrestling Snorlax now.
Well, that's my nickname for him, other than Dick Cheese.
Before we continue, I see Fernando has joined us. I don't want him to stand there quietly if he wants to talk.
Hey, Fernando.
Oh, hello, Zach.
Oh, besides from waking
But,
up.
To
Besides
quickly
from like,
recap at least the other two videos just to get it out of the way. One of them
Okay.
was like one of my podcast episodes, the one talking about the women's tag division, saying how I feel it needs to go away. So I don't know how that violates privacy. And then the one live stream I did, I know that Fernando was on last time, talking about where videos on my gaming channel were getting hit with false community guideline violations, saying some of my videos violate the self-harm policy. That live stream's been hit now 3 times for privacy violations, despite not committing even that act.
Okay, these are huge lips in logic. Like self-harm, seriously?
Like, the worst thing was like that self-harm policy. One of those videos was a game called Bible Adventures on the Sega Genesis. So like I played that. It was like a game of like Noah's Ark. You just grab the animals and put them on the ark, and it got taken down for self-harm policies. Like, there's no even subject matter of that in the video game at all.
If like the only way this makes sense is if playing this game equals self-harm, and considering you decide to play it on stream, if I understand correctly, like willingly, and it technically doesn't harm you, I don't, what the fuck is up with my
I don't know,
brain is melting out of my ears.
It's like there was one video even on this channel alone, like one of my WWE SmackDown Here Comes the Pain videos even got hit with the self-harm policy too. It's like Vince McMahon wasn't slitting his wrist with a steel chair or anything. So it's like, how is that like promoting self-harm?
Like the best stretch I can say is it's simulated violence, so it promotes that. But I think unless the person who watches this never watched wrestling or is completely idiotic, I think everybody knows that this is something that highly professional athletes do, and not to try this at home. Like, how?
It's like, it's just clearly somebody trying to abuse the system. Like I even know, like, when it comes to community guidelines, I know sometimes it can be YouTube's bot system that screws it up. So like I said, I've got a Twitch live stream I re-uploaded my gaming channel, like, I think a few months back, and it was taken down the minute it went public because YouTube said it was like spam, scam, deceptive practices. And then other ones just kept getting hit saying, oh, self-harm policies. Like, so like the community guideline stuff, I know some of it can probably just be like their automated system screwing up. But for at least this privacy stuff, somebody has to be filing something just to put a time code and a reason why they say, oh, my privacy is being violated.
Yes, some fucking virgin or wrestling Snorlax must have done this. Like,
Well,
how do you even?
I don't like Wrestling Otaku at all because I find him to be creepy, but I doubt, like, I don't suspect that it was him that did it because that video I've got on him, that video is like either this year or last year. So, like, it wouldn't take him this long to flag that video that I made on him.
Maybe they work on the national insurance clock where they do everything in delay. At least in Israel, that is the case. Like, they can send you something like between a week late or months late. So I don't know what to tell you, man.
I know how Otaku can be. Like, he did not hesitate to file a copyright takedown notice on Girl on Cinema when she made a video like responding to one of his videos. Like, I think he had like a video got taken down, then all of a sudden he's so pissed off that out of nowhere he turns around and gives her a strike. So it's like he's not slow at like trying to do this stuff himself if he was behind it.
Well, at least we can say one positive thing about him. He's not slow.
That's a surprise.
I could
Right.
think of somebody that has been doing the flagging who did it in 2019 to my channel and multiple channels.
What is up with these fucking like the community guidelines is a broken system, but if it's not a community guideline and it's somebody flagging the video or something, what kind of lonely asshole is doing that? Like
It's just
I
somebody who
know
wants to see other people lose their channels.
what for? I mean no
It's
disrespect.
some kind of vengeful vendetta type of shit. You got people that do that all the time. Like, they don't like somebody, so either just themselves or they'll even get a group of people and they'll do what they can just to mass flag somebody till they get taken down because they're just that petty. Like, they can't come to a logical conclusion saying, hey, if I don't like this person, I'll just stay away because it's not good for myself. But they still be like, they don't think that. They just think, oh, I got to get them taken down. That's the only way I can be happy. It's like, just avoid what's like making you pissed off.
I know that this is probably violating some freedoms, but I think that YouTube need to the internet as a whole needs to implement something that tests whether or not you're a petty fucker. If you are and you're easily offended, you're not allowed. Some kind of test to like weed out the pussy assholes to make sure that they're not ruining it for the rest of us. You know?
Oh, that would be great. But then those exact people would then cry saying, we're being censored. Our rights are being violated just because we're SJWs. It's like there's no way to win in this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
What's up with
sorry, Fernando, you can talk.
Oh, I was gonna ask, like, what's up with the screenshot that WZ is sharing?
So this, I was saying this earlier. This was the one that says Gaming Zone fan. This was a comment left in the live chat of last night's Too Sweet Wrestling podcast episode when myself, JC, Chase, and J-Man were all talking wrestling. Then around 8 o'clock, this comment suddenly came into the chat, and thankfully I took a picture of it on my phone saying, privacy complaint issued from the legal offices of the Brash One. And then within less than an hour, they started getting these top 4 complaints right here on this channel.
But
leading some speculation what may be going on here.
Were those complaints directed to the Tuesday Wrestling podcast, that episode, or there was some other of your video uploads?
That comment just came out of nowhere in the live chat. That was live as we were on the air.
Oh, no. I'm talking about the privacy complaints after that comment, after the screenshot of that comment.
Well, I don't know if the Two-Way Wrestling podcast got hit or anything, but it's like I haven't heard JC say that his channel got hit with anything, but it's like within an hour of that comment appearing, all of a sudden I get 4 on my channel within an hour of that suddenly comment coming along.
It's just like,
I got
what was that?
So it's like we can speculate as to what's going on, but it's like that comment alone raises a lot of red flags as to what's going on. It's either one person or this person is sending like multiple people in order to do their dirty work, which is honestly really pathetic. It's like if you got an issue with somebody, handle it yourself instead of encouraging your audience to do your work for you.
But wait a second. That's like you said yourself, the privacy complaint is of like someone posts your private details or something like that. Doesn't need to be proven. Like, don't you need to send like proofs? And like, did someone actually did in the chat?
That's how the forum goes. If like you have to provide proof that your information is being violated, and also like with the statement and everything, but yet the problem is when the uploader is being contacted about the stuff, there's no forum saying like what exactly the person who filed the claim saying what information is being violated. Like you have to prove it, but it's like this is proof that either it's multiple people or at least one person, and it's all bullshit because those 4 videos just from last night, none of those are even connected to like having one specific person and with having their privacy violated or any of that shit.
Sorry to drop a hard R, but this is so retarded.
Well, it's like I can't argue with that.
The privacy complaints cannot be done automatically; they have to be done manually, right?
Yeah, that's the difference between the privacy stuff and the community guidelines. Like we've seen so many times where the community guideline stuff happens from an automated system. But privacy, you have to file something and let YouTube know saying, hey, this timestamp is doing this to violate my privacy. So it's like, it can't be like YouTube's automated system just like screwing up like we've seen so many times in the past.
And this is what's odd. If whoever gave you those privacy complaints on those videos that had nothing to do with that alleged concern, how the hell did that even go through to begin with?
I don't know. Like they're probably putting just random information to try to word things in a way to try to convince YouTube that it's legit, even though thankfully, like I said, none of the claims that have been filed this year have gone through. But it's like we got people that will, when they flag something, they'll say whatever they can just to try to guarantee that they get their way to see somebody get taken down. They'll go by like through any measure.
Because it's so odd to me because like you posted a video about how to dispute your complaint about getting a strike for a self-harm policy for one of your SmackDown Hiccup the Pin videos. Like if they don't word it like that, like similar to how you worded, like in a constructive manner, for sure it will not go through.
Yeah, because like it doesn't make sense what somebody said to say how it violates self-harm, because like I know on this channel, one of the videos was the WWE SmackDown Here Comes the Pain video. And I know my gaming channel, I had 3 videos taken down within like the course of a week. One of them was like a Game Boy Advance, I think Medal of Honor game. So like very pixelated graphics. One of them was the Bible Adventure game, and I think there was a third video, but I can't remember off the top of my head. So it's like it just shows it's more like somebody on a mission to get me taken down rather than somebody having a legit like privacy issue, seeing how random the videos are, and some of them just getting hit more than once. It's like a mission to make sure that a video is gone.
Whose coffee did you piss on?
That's what I'm wondering. But then again, I don't whip my dick out for anybody.
The same
Maybe like,
somebody
"Ooh,
that's
coffee
subbed to our
whip."
channels.
Yo, Peter.
Hmm.
So, like, this whole thing is just a mystery because we can speculate, but we don't know exactly what's going on. But that comment that was left on Too Sweet Wrestling Podcast live chat from last night really raises an eyebrow as to what may be going on.
In this case, I hope you have a day job because this is just not worth it dealing with all this bullshit. I'm a fucking social worker. I think that is a better job than being a YouTuber at this point. And I'm dealing with fucking people who deal with mental health and all other problems. And that's somehow easier than being a YouTuber. So it's because at least there's a bit of logic, flawed as it is.
Yeah, because with YouTube, you got so many factors. Like, if you lose your channel, you got to start over or try to contact support if they ever reply to try to get things reinstated. You got to try to, quote unquote, work with the algorithm. You got people clickbaiting. You got to make sure your videos file in line with guidelines and everything. It's like there are different hoops that you got to jump through. And even if you go through all that, like there's no guarantee that this website is going to even pay you fairly. Because like there's no sustainable or like reliable source of income with this website. It's not like, oh, if you keep uploading like every day, you'll earn this much a month. Like the amount you earn fluctuates. So there's no steady source of income or guaranteed income from this website to begin with.
Unless you whore yourself out on Patreon, and even then, it's not guaranteed.
Or OnlyFans.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
I think we know who's doing all these privacy complaints. It's pretty obvious, Double Z.
Well, yeah, because like I said, we can easily raise an eyebrow because of that comment left last night, and the specific 2 videos that got hit really show a common theme of who may be doing this.
So who's the primary suspect, Sherlock Z?
It's most likely Sean.
Wait, what Sean? Sean's View Entertainment?
Yeah, because with Fan of YouTube...
Oh my god, I was joking.
Like the 2 videos of Fan of YouTube's that got hit were re-uploads of videos regarding Sean. And I'm on this channel, I've got one video that's about Sean, and that video's gotten hit 3 times since I've posted on this channel. And it was twice when I had it on the original channel, like before I lost my channels a year and a half ago. So the video overall, since I created it, got hit like 5 times now with privacy complaints.
The fact this fucker is still on this site after he whipped out his dick on camera is... He's a cockroach at this point.
Oh, yeah, we know that. Yo, Swastify.
Yeah, hi.
Plus, recently it was proven that he actually was letting an offender come into his chats, and he hearted one of his comments.
Yeah, that thing's been covered like crazy. Like, from what was shown with the evidence, there was a guy who is a registered sex offender, was interacting on Sean's channel, but yet nothing was done about that guy in terms of him being able to be in the chats and comments. And that's why there are 2 streams being made about that saying, hey, children could be at risk because this guy's allowed to be freely on YouTube and around this channel, everything, to where he may try to target somebody within the chat or comments to be a potential victim, because the offender that we found is like an absolute creep. We've seen his TikTok videos and they're very unsettling.
I'm horrified to think that like the combination of the words sex offender and TikTok is the scariest thing I ever heard on Halloween.
Yeah. But it's like with Sean, like with Chase, like that you could see a bit ago in the live chat, he made 2 live streams talking about the fact that this guy was interacting on Sean's channel. Then Sean freaked out because of the title. He didn't even listen to the subject matter, and he thought, oh, I'm being accused of being a sex offender. I did not do anything with children. I did not do anything to my daughter, so on and so forth. So completely twisting what the live stream was about. And he even encouraged his own audience to go after Chase 2850. So it's like, if people go after Sean, he cries about it, but yet he's okay with sending his audience saying, go let this person, like, harass this person, let them know what you think about them, and all that stuff. So it's like, it's a one-way street with this guy in terms of his logic.
How does this guy have an audience?
There are people that blindly follow him for some reason. Like, I don't get it.
And even after all the evidence that was shown, his fan base refuses to unsub to him, and they still believe he's a victim.
Oh my fucking!
Well, yeah, because that's the thing he does. He'll take anything and twist it to become a victim. Like when I lost my channels a year and a half ago, and I showed this like to JC, Chase, and J-Man after we went off the air for Tuesday live stream or Tweet Wrestling podcast last night. Sean claimed that my audience was harassing him and sending him death threats after I lost my channels, even though people known since the day I lost my channels exactly what happened. And I've never even accused Sean of like filing the takedowns to get my old channels taken down. Yet he made a video claiming that, oh, your audience, they're harassing me. They're sending me death threats. How dare your audience do this to me? It's like nobody was even doing that. He just wanted to make a video to capitalize at my expense. And he's done this so many times to others over the years as well.
Oh my god, this is so fucking retarded.
It's like he even showed his hypocrisy. Like when he made the video on me, when I lost double ZWE last year, he's like, oh, how dare you have that channel? You got exactly what you deserved. But then afterwards, I think it was like a day or two later, Attitude Pop deleted all of his videos because like all of his content's like WWE content related to like Stone Cold and everything. Attitude Pop had to delete all his videos to save his channel. And then Sean jumped up making a video claiming people were harassing him and blaming him for Attitude Pop deleting all his videos. And then he said in that video, he's like, oh, I was a fan of Attitude Pop. I like the content they uploaded. So it's like he condemns me for making video, like having a channel dedicated to WWE content, but then praises Attitude Pop for doing the exact same thing.
How many subscribers does this guy have? How did his channel plummet?
It's like the only people that are watching are either people that are blindly going to listen to him at this point, or they're just like sub for sub or dead accounts or anything. Because like you look at his numbers, like he's barely got an audience since he came back. Because I think people are more aware of like the stuff that he does now, like with his clickbait and everything. Like if you had to take a shot at tequila every time he made a CM Punk video, you'd be dead for many lifetimes to come.
Not
It's
to
like,
mention his,
with him, he's reminding me right now. He's reminding me of Helga from Hey Arnold. He's like bowing down before Arnold's freaking statue that she's got in her closet. So it's like he is freaking Helga, and that statue is CM Punk. He's probably like bowing down in front of it, seeing how fixated he is on the guy.
Oh my god, you make me think of CM Punk. Agree with someone's statement on Twitter about some tweet that Christian Miracle retweeted about some guy saying like if you're wearing a mask, you need to check for autism or something like that. And Christian Miracle retweeted that and responded about that statement is ludicrous because he said that he has autism as well. And what the hell's wrong with this guy? And what made me laugh is that someone took a screenshot of that now deleted post. And CM Punk, the Twitter account itself posted about that if you're not wearing medicine, check autism. Some guy took a screenshot of someone else responding like, yeah, like this is why like people like I'm trying to paraphrase because I don't know what the exact tweet was. Like the retweet, my bad. But the guy said about saying like people like him, or like I don't know, douchebags. Like I'm paraphrasing again. But Simple said yes. and that Twitter and that guy that made that mask.
I think
if-
Fernando died on us.
To quickly show something a second, we know Sean has been watching some of us because all of a sudden, back during around July time, he was subscribing to a handful of people twice on this channel at the very least, and for some reason, he even subscribed to my gaming channel. The two channels that recently really got hit a lot this year. So we know he's watching people within the community.
He threatened me with a copyright takedown on the video where I exposed his sub inflation and view inflation from his Facebook fan page. And he said, I'm going to file a takedown on the video because I'm using his image and his content, which is a bullshit lie.
Like, even if you did, doesn't it? Wait. Oh, Chase, hey. Raven, since you're a social worker, here's my question. Can a guy with mental issues living with his parents that doesn't pay child support have a chance at gaining custody of his daughter? Well, I haven't bumped into such an issue yet. I highly doubt it because in order to get, I believe that in order to get custody of a child, you need to show that you're of sound mind, that you can provide for the child, that you basically that you can raise a child and that you're not a fucking idiot degenerate. I'm pretty new to the whole social work thing. I've only been working for like almost 3 years now, officially. But I'm pretty sure that if you're that fucked up in the head, you're not allowed to have a child until you check yourself before you wreck yourself and the child.
Because like Sean has claims saying that he's had issues and he's been on medication, so it shows that something's not 100% there. But also one of the big problems he's got is that he does not have a stable or reliable source of income coming every month compared to like a job where you actually go out and leave your house. Because most of the time he's either relying on small amounts of ad revenue he's getting on his videos or the constant donations that he's hounding his subscribers to give him every time he live streams. So it's like,
yeah, I remember
really
he was
look good in
doing
anybody's eyes.
donations. They was about to be kicked out of his house or something. Like,
oh yeah, from that 2015 eBay live stream saying that
his
landlord's kicking him out and
didn't
he
see
could
it
go to
was
jail
elected.
and all that. It's like nobody believed a word he said with all that, saying that, oh, if I don't have health insurance, I can go to jail. But like I think Bringer of Rain brought it up, like doing a bit of research, saying no, you don't go to jail in your state if you don't have health insurance. You just pay a small fine because of it.
Okay, now that I heard that he's on medications, it somehow makes a lot of sense. Like, I wonder what kind of condition he has.
That's something nobody knows because he's never opened up about it. He just keeps saying like, "Oh, I have all these problems," but like he just flat out refuses to say what exactly he's got going on with him. Like, I think at least anxiety might be one of them. But then again, like he's so over the top that it's impossible to tell because, like, if for one of Chase's live streams last week, when all this stuff started coming out about the sex offender being on his channel and everything, he was like Chase was trying to talk to Sean, like trying to talk things like with him and all that stuff. But yes, Sean was just completely freaking out on him, not even letting Chase talk, like talking over him and screaming and just being completely incoherent or even unreasonable in terms of like human interaction.
You know, if I had to guess, like I'm not a super expert on this, I'm not a psychiatrist, but if I had to guess, I would say that he has something like a bipolar disorder because I used to watch him back in the day before I realized that he's a clickbaiting mental case. When he's like in the Sean Views Entertainment mode, he's like there's like a feeling that he presents himself as like this hero, this guy who brings the news and all of that, and then you describe that when he's like down, he's like behaving erratically, and that's like the closest thing I can think of. But again, it's speculation alone. If he's not willing to open up about his mental issues, so be it. It's his life, but for fuck's sake, take care of yourself.
Well, like we know plenty of issues with him. Like he's always so like about himself. He's narcissistic as hell. Like we've all seen that ourselves. So like, oh, it's all about John for entertainment. And like we know he's like not good with money and always greedy because like you listen to any of his live streams. Like I remember I watched one of his live streams at one point. I lost count of how many times he kept saying, donate, super chat, super chat. Like he'll stop what he's saying just to keep reminding people super chat for donations. And there was like one live stream, I can't remember which one, but there was like one live stream he did where he said, oh, I'm about to go subscribers, but if somebody donates money to me, I will stay for another 10 minutes. And he was just sitting there staring at the screen and absolutely nobody donated. It's like, so you're waiting like for a financial incentive just to live stream a little bit longer instead of just live streaming just for interacting with your audience?
That also sounds like some kind of borderline personality disorder or a narcissistic personality disorder.
Like, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with getting donations on YouTube, but his issue is that he's pretty much hounding his subscribers to donate because he mentions it so often, like Patreon, GoFundMe, Super Chat. It's like, if you want donations, just casually bring it up from time to time, but don't make it like your primary focus to where it's pretty much shown that it's your only motivation.
Yeah. Anyway, I think I'll get going. I have things to do, but it was very nice being here. Do you live stream on a regular basis? Because being a part of this is really fun.
Like doing one like StreamYard like this is kind of rare, but otherwise I try to like every other Saturday night. Like I was gonna do so like a little over a week ago, but I had other plans, so it's more like every kind of like semi-weekly or whatever the term is, every 2 weeks for a little bit of fun.
I see. All right. I'll try to be on the lookout and maybe talk to you because it's really fun.
Yeah, thanks for coming in, man.
Yeah, have a good one. Godspeed.
Oh my god. About the part about like, oh my god. Sorry, just on nothing go because I've been dealing with allergies since last night.
No, I hate allergies.
Like about allergy, like hate allergies. Like do you deal with allergies?
Usually, yeah, but that's more like during the springtime because of, like pollen. Like, and I know it kicks in because like I'll have nights where I'm at work and throughout an entire 8-hour shift, I am sneezing to the point where I am legitimately turning into Vince McMahon because I'm sneezing so much that I'm getting pissed off.
Oh my!
No joke. Like I've had so many times where I've sneezed and I'm just like, damn it, over and over because it's happening so frequently that it's driving me nuts.
Yeah, I felt that same way last night because I started sneezing like right before I left for dinner from my mom's birthday dinner. I like, oh
yeah, happy belated birthday to her.
Yeah, I know. Like when WWE posted something about Edge's birthday, like, wait, what? You shared? My mom shared the same birthday as Edge. WTF? at least I know how we remember Edge's birthday. When my mom's birthday, oh yeah, Edge's birthday too.
But right here, I remember I was part of the live stream that Chase did last night, and he's right with this comment that I got highlighted here because I heard the audio, and Sean, in a way, he was complaining about not having Patreon members, and the point where you could hear him kind of trying to guilt people into subscribing to his Patreon account. He's like, "Oh, I don't have any Patreon supporters. People come on, it's like $3 or $5 a month. Like it is said, some people said they want to subscribe to my Patreon." So it's like he was kind of guilting his subscribers to try to like even take part of his Patreon account. It's like no good person should do that. Like casually bring it up, but don't try to make it to where you're trying to market it for people to join your Patreon account or give you money or anything. Like he's not owed money or anything. Like stuff on YouTube that just should come naturally through hard work and everything instead of just badgering people to do something.
Even I know that the Patreon is not worth investing in.
Because like if he wants to have a Patreon, that's on him. But it's like the other thing that we've seen is like if he's got a Patreon account, he's also got to give people a reason to like donate money every month through Patreon, almost like an OnlyFans, except less raunchy, to where he actually has to give people something to give them a reason to even start giving money every month instead of just being like, oh, here's money, we're not getting any perks back. So like that means he has got to put in work to give them back something for their monthly contributions.
Oh, damn because last night, like, because I already sneezed too much to the point I already had 2 nosebleeds already. Oh, like sneezing so much and sneezing very hard. Oh, and not in a good way. Oh, yeah, no fun. Like right before my mom, right before I left dinner for my birthday, like I sneezed so much to the point that I know, like really, like right now. Oh, yeah, because the reason my allergies are so bad is because I sat in the couch where my aunt's dog just sits there whenever he feels like it. Oh, and that's why I don't come to my aunt's house often because she has dogs around and my allergy kick in, and that's why I don't even want to be near them. Not because not that I hate them, it's just I can't. My allergies kick in real bad, like from itchy eyes to a runny nose, and if I touch the dogs directly, then I get like a rash, like a rash that gets itchy, redness, and gets bumps. That's why I just cannot I cannot cuddle with
It's more
dogs and cats.
frustrations due to a lack of being able to control this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like I said, even with myself, I only know myself being allergic to like maybe 3 different things because I know pollen, mostly pollen, at least with dandelions and everything. Because I know when I was a kid, my eyes would get extremely puffy from contact from that stuff. Now the pollen is just like a sneeze fest. I know I've got allergies to, well, in some way to anesthesia because then I get seriously nauseous afterwards. And I know I'm allergic to mosquitoes because instead of getting like little bumps from like the bites, they're more like giant size with like welts and everything. And I've had so many times where they form on the back of my legs to the point where I don't have any free spots from where I've not been because those welts would be like size bites would be everywhere.
Oh God. So you don't have food allergies in addition to those allergies that you mentioned.
Like stuff like that
Oh.
may be another reason why I don't like going out into like the wild or anything. Is like if I'm going out, I keep myself as covered as possible. I don't care if it's a summer or anything because I do not want to get bit. It's like and have freaking giant itchy bites all over myself.
Mm-hmm. And I thought maybe me eating peas, peanuts, peanut butter, or chickpeas are bad because I am allergic to those food as well. But the allergies from last night, oh my gosh, Jesus, that was terrible.
I think I personally, I might even have a bit of a lactose intolerance issue myself.
Mm.
Because it's like, I can't remember last time, but it's like, it's been like a long time since I've been able to drink milk or even have like ice cream or anything without my stomach going off like hardcore.
Mm. Oh, and the reason why I have that the avatar for SmackDown Shut Your Mouth is because what's kind of forgotten is that this game was released in North America on Halloween.
It's been that long already?
Yeah, was it 19 years to be exact. Since this game was released in North America.
I can't pick today. Oh yeah, like here in America, October 31st, 2002, November 15th in Europe, and then Japan got it February of the following year.
Mm-hmm. And what I should have mentioned this past Wednesday is that it marked 18 years since SmackDown Here Comes the Pain. Oh, I should have posted something relating to that because without that game, without SmackDown Here Comes the Pain, I wouldn't have been introduced to pro wrestling at all.
Now that I think about that game, I might have to, hopefully at some point, be able to continue that walkthrough that I stopped doing. Because like now with my PS2, I finally got this thing called the pound cable to where I can emit like an HDMI signal from my PS2, and the quality is amazing. So I might have to finally get the chance to even restart that or continue that series because I haven't touched that in months.
Wait a minute, isn't that the hyperlink pound cable like an HDMI adapter for the PS2?
Yeah, like you could go on Amazon and just look up like for a console and then pound cable, and there are plenty of consoles to where they change the input, like the insert of the cable, and then it emits out to HDMI. The only thing you need for like a power source for that connection device would be a USB port. So it's like, so instead of like a converter box, like let's say composite, and then you have a converter box to switch to HDMI, it's just everything kind of linked together from the console itself.
Just curious about the hyperlink pound cable that you have. Does it have like not the plug for the HDMI, I mean the one plug just to power it on? Or they are like one port or has two ports?
It only needs one, so it just needs one USB port for it to,
Oh, okay,
for the
then.
cable to be connected to on the side, and then that'll power up the pound cable.
Oh, okay then. Oh wait, you connect the USB port to the capture card, right? So you can get the footage.
Well, no, that's what the HDMI cable is connected to. The USB, I could connect it either to a USB port on one of my computers or maybe even the back of my TV.
Ah, okay then. Oh,
In
okay then.
fact, now I just remembered, like I mentioned this earlier, but there's one video I'm going to try to do on this channel as long as things are safe. I went through, and I mentioned this on Facebook and Twitter, everything. I went through my old netbook, one that I've had since 2010. I managed to fully recover the very first 2 YouTube videos I ever filmed back in August 2010. And there will be a video on this channel at some point, as long as things stay safe here, doing like reaction / commentary over the first 2 videos ever, kind of like how I did with that song reaction video from like a few months back.
Nice. And what
Like, so it's
and
a
what
miracle I'm able to recover videos from like 11 years ago, even though I couldn't find anything else for some reason with the software I use.
do you remember what software did you use to recover those videos?
Yes, it is called Disk Digger. It's DISK DIGGER. It's all one word. Like
Oh, okay then.
you can use it for free. Like, but
Okay.
if you don't pay for a license, which is like $15-20, they'll just simply do a pop-up message reminding you saying you can get rid of this pop-up message if you buy a license. Otherwise, it's like a cooldown for like every 5 seconds between each video you recover. But it's like it's amazing from what I've seen.
Wait, Disk Digger?
The what?
Oh wait, the software that you mentioned is called Disk Digger, right?
Yeah, DISK DIGGER. It's all one word.
Okay then. Just curious, does that software also does like video repairs? No, right? Or just recover?
It's pretty much full recovery. It's not 100% guaranteed. Like you can like recover videos and files and like image and stuff, but like being able to fully recover a full video is not guaranteed. Like I went through so many videos on that netbook from what they say they've kind of recovered, but like a lot of the files were like corrupted. But like at least the pattern that I saw was it like they'll say like, oh, we found a file and we call it video at sector insert a number. And it seems like the smaller the number is that they say the sector that a video is found from, the better chance it may be a video that can be fully recovered compared to one from like a larger number sector on your hard drive.
Mhm. Yeah,
And
because
of
of
that, that's how I found those 2 videos.
because I was using a software. What's it called? I think it was called Wondershare Repair It.
Hmm.
I'm not sure if you ever used that before. No, right?
It sounds familiar. I've heard the name Wondershare around a few times.
Yeah, because I used that software to fix like corrupted videos because they got corrupted because I dropped my hard drive so hard. I dropped my hard drive so hard that I immediately checked like just click the video, just watched it, and then somehow it freezes it. It freezes, and then pop up a message like, "Oh shit, I got corrupted somehow." And then I trying to find out ways to recover the video file, but none of the methods I tried worked. So I guess I could buy just one more license just to give it a shot. The most that it did that it recovered the video, but it only recovered like okay. So here's an example. Let's say the part where it freezes and it pops out that message that the video doesn't work or it's feels kind of corrupted. Let's say it stops at the 20-second mark, for example. When I click the repair, it repairs the video, but only. No. Let me rephrase that again. Once if the repair finishes, is like it cropped out like the part that starts the message and the one that says, "Oh, that if we just and it pops out the video that got corrupted." It only crops out whatever happens after. So like the first 20 seconds was saved, and then the rest just got cropped out.
Like I've seen that kind of happen a bit myself, at least with that software. Like there'll be like a full video like that's 9 minutes long. It's like it'll play the first little bit, then I try skipping forward to see if the full video's been saved, and it's like, oh no, the file is corrupted and we can't continue playing it. So like that's been happening a lot for some of the videos I tried finding.
Whether like in your own notebook?
Yeah.
I'm surprised that your notebooks still work like since 2010. Like what? Like been, geez, like more than
Well, yeah,
like 11
it's
years.
one that runs on Windows 7 of all things.
Windows 7. Oh. Wait a minute.
It's a good thing I still got it because that was my high school graduation present from my grandmother back in 2010. So, and I think after she passed, my family wanted me to get rid of it. I'm like, I'm not getting rid of this thing, and it's a good thing I didn't because then I was able to recover those 2 videos.
Yeah, and I remember watching that video that you were showing about what's on your. Wait, is it an Apple notebook?
I might have shown what was on my MacBook, but I know I probably got that and also my netbook as well, showing the content that I transferred from there. So I think I got like 2 videos showing like the contents that I got because I know my MacBook, I've got like a bunch of videos I just backed up on there, like compilation videos and montages and tributes and all that.
Oh.
Now at times like this, it makes me wish I was able to back up all my content from back in the day, but it's like not everything can be salvaged.
Oh damn it! Oh, I got my aunt's chicken. Oh god. Sorry, you thought my aunt's like, because my aunt, she has a live chicken in the backyard. Oh, just making like its signature like cry since 5 a.m.
Oh.
Yeah, like I know the hell. I know in the hell. I mean, like, oh my, like I don't mind if it's like after 8, but like since 5 a.m. Come on, give me a few more
Wait till
hours
the
of
sun
sleep.
comes up.
I know, and we're in November, so like the sun doesn't come up until like at least where I live until 7:30, like 7:30 in the morning. But not during 5 a.m. when it's still dark outside. Come on.
Because then all of a sudden you get woken up that early and you still think it's the middle of the night and you check your clock. It's like, how is it like 5 a.m. yet it still looks like it's like 1 a.m. instead?
Yeah, and then the chicken just does its signature cry. Oh.
And then you want to run outside and chase the chicken around saying, "Stop waking me up."
No, chasing it? No, because no.
Come on, catch that chicken! Catch that chicken!
Oh no! I know we're talking about those vignettes of Facebook man trying to chase the chicken as a way to prepare for the 1999 Royal Rumble match. That's funny.
God, got that chicken! Damn it! Get over here, chicken!
Oh my god. Yeah, this is really good.
Yeah, I think I've probably gotten this stream gone on long enough. I've said everything I've got to say all about this. All I know is like I don't have definitive proof as to who's doing it, but there's strong speculation based on what I saw last night. I'm just hoping this shit finally ends because like I want to be able to enjoy having my channel. I'm tired of all my channels getting hit with something like LZWE getting videos blocked worldwide, but then again, that's expected. Freaking false community guideline issues on my gaming channel. Get my Zuna Man channel getting hit with massive age restrictions, and now this one with privacy complaints. It's like I just want to have my channel and enjoy myself.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm trying to do everything I can to keep my channel growing. Like I've got the podcast that I'm trying to do, and I'm even getting it backed up on other distribution sites. I got the live streams every couple of weeks. Sometimes other videos. Like I just want to enjoy myself instead of just like worrying about the safety of my channel everywhere I go.
Mm-hmm. You're damn right.
Even right here, even Philosophy is going through the same thing. I even have a video that I had on the channel that just recently got blocked after a while. It was like I think it was July 4th, 2002 edition of SmackDown. Is that segment that I uploaded where Chris Jericho and John Cena were in Vince's office and Cena slapped the taste out of Jericho's mouth. And all of a sudden, like that video was fine for a while, and all of a sudden it blocked worldwide. It's like, what changed with their policy to cause this?
I wish we only knew, but just it cannot be disputed. It's like, well, there is content, so
Well, yeah, and like if you try to dispute on a video that's blocked worldwide, they can counter back by saying that like giving you a copyright strike in return.
yeah.
And that's happened to me in the past. Like I think, what channel was it? I think it was my old channel, Double Z Tributes. I had one video. It was just like with the WrestleMania 17 poster, and I just put it as like overlapping with My Way by Limp Bizkit, so like a pay-per-view theme song video. And that video got blocked worldwide right away. I tried disputing it, and then Universal Music Group responded with a copyright strike.
Wait, was it the music label, or was it that gave you the copyright strike from that video?
It was a music label because they are the ones that had the content ID claim because of Limp Bizkit's music being used in the video. That video got blocked worldwide because of that content ID claim. I tried disputing it, and they replied with a copyright strike because that's their policy. So it's like if they still say if a video is blocked worldwide, you try disputing it, and they like deny it, then in return you get a copyright strike because of it.
Oh damn!
And I know that's like been a policy that I think it says somewhere on YouTube's policy saying that that's how it goes with videos blocked worldwide.
Oh damn!
Anyway, I'm going to cut the stream right here. Like I said, I'm just crossing my fingers that things improve because these privacy complaints are just getting out of control. I just want to enjoy myself and have my channel and just continue my podcast and all stuff because I just don't need the drama anymore. I'm tired of it.
Agreed.
But anyway, that's going to settle it, folks. Good night, everybody, and enjoy your Halloween. Just remember, don't scare kids to the point where they drop their candy so that you can freaking run off with their candy and everything because you're a whole bunch of hungry motherfuckers.
And remember, Halloween's supposed to be playful. Is supposed to playfully scare people, not legit scare them for life.
Give me your candy.
But do it playfully, not legit.
Have a good day, everybody. Enjoy your Halloween. Booyah.